What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of King's Court. I'm your man, King Real, and I'm joined today by my guy, Teddy B.
How's it going, guys?
Welcome in, everybody from the chat. I know we got a game going already, Teddy, that 76ers Pistons. You had a play on this game at all?
No, I only had one play on one NBA game tonight that I was thinking about making, so not this one, though.
Yeah, I jumped on it, man. It was an iffy game to me already to start off with. The line was at 1 in this game. We didn't know if Drummond was even playing or not, you know what I mean? And then we know for a fact Simmons wasn't playing because of back issues. I ended up taking the Pistons plus the 1. You know what I mean? I took a shot with it plus 1. I haven't really liked how Philadelphia looked so far this season. They look hurt, man. They can't make shots. Their defense looks suspect, so it's tough, you know what I mean? But I did jump on the Pistons plus 1. Let's welcome some of the chat people in here, man. What's up, Ron? What's up, Herschel? I like that name, Herschel. I'm a big Walking Dead fan, so your name is dope. You know what I mean, Herschel? What's up, Kay? Nutflush? Adrian? Welcome, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. What's up, Vitalis? Blazers, yeah, Blazers. Man, you was on Blazers yesterday, Teddy?
Man, I almost did it, man. But the thing that scared me off was the whole Wizards, you know, how they had no wins yet. So I thought that was just going to be a tricky game. I definitely thought the Blazers should have won, though. And I saw your tweets, man. Dame ain't getting love from the refs this year, man.
Man, how many times have you been fouled on a three-point shot, bro, and they haven't gave it to him? That's like the 4th or 5th one, maybe. I know it was like 3 in the other game, and he didn't get it at all, bro. We not, especially at home, bro. I was shocked. Like, damn, not even at home.
Yeah, I think he had two of those same plays the first game against the Lakers. They didn't call him, man. So
yeah, the Blazers. The reason why I think the Blazers lost that game, we was fine when they had Nurkic in. They took Nurkic out and put Harkless in that one play, and Harkless fouled Morris on an and one. I'm like, why would we stay big? We went small. We was killing them on the pick and roll down there because we was always getting the smaller matchup on the big, and they went away from it, and that's what cost them.
Yeah, man, I didn't really get to see a lot of the game. I just saw highlights, man. But, yeah, it came down to the wire. I thought the Blazers definitely, you know, they should have definitely pulled that one out. But, you know, man, the NBA's tricky sometimes, man.
Yeah, NBA tricky. And then the Lakers last night. What did you think about LeBron, man, those missed free throws?
Yeah, man, that's always been his Achilles, right? So until the last couple years where he's, you know, hit some big shots. But I'm going to be honest with everybody right now, man. I used to be the biggest LeBron hater. I mean, I'm a diehard Lakers fan. And back with the Kobe, when he played for the Cavs and then the Heat, I despise LeBron, man. So I always liked seeing him. And now that he plays for my team, I have to embrace the love. I got to be a team guy. But I was surprised, man. I thought he had gotten over that, where he was a little more clutch now than he had been before. So it was surprising, man.
Yeah, it was very surprising too. I'm thinking that LA. I'm like, okay, this is the game. When that suspension kicked off, I'm like, we gotta fade him a little bit. But then when I saw this matchup in the Spurs, looking at the guard play, okay, we can get this. LeBron is on Rosen out here. It's a time for Ball to step up. It's a time for Ingram to step and Hart. You get to start. I was all on this thing, and then I'm looking at it like I feel right now with LA, the veterans are letting the youngsters down. I feel like LeBron's letting his young guys down right now. I feel like Rondo let them young guys down the other day with what he pulled. It seems like the veterans aren't looking like veterans right now. And I'm a little concerned for LeBron and his health if he keeps the way play his style up. It doesn't look good for Laker fans. I'm sorry. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's definitely surprising the way that they've gotten off. Kuzma filled in, and he came off the bench, and yesterday he started, but he usually comes off the bench, and he went off, man. And that's your youngster. He's not even your veteran player, and he has to set the tone offensively, man. Yeah, as a Lakers fan, you definitely are kind of worried, but like I said, I've noticed before LeBron started off slow. I'm still not giving up hope. I still think the Lakers will make the playoffs, but you know, it's definitely a little concerning right now with the veterans.
Well, since you said the Lakers gonna make the playoffs, what surprises you more right now out these little 4 teams I'm gonna give you? Lakers 0-3, OKC 0-3, Houston 1-2, or Boston 2-2? Which one of those kind of shocks you the most?
I would definitely say, I mean, OKC, I knew that without Russ, they were going to start off maybe a little slow, but I still think they're a good enough team that where they should at least have one win. With the Lakers, man, like I said, LeBron has slow starts typically with new teams. I didn't expect them to go in 0-3 though. So right now, I would definitely say, OKC for me.
That's mine too. I think it's OKC, especially with West sitting out, but then you got Schroeder over there. I'm thinking that's gonna fit perfectly right now. You know what I mean? Come in, not be a Westbrook, but do Westbrook-ish type of things. And Paul George, they look dysfunctional over there. They look bad. I mean, Houston, we know their defense is a problem. They got to adjust to the Carmelo. It's adjusting. But LA, we knew they weren't ready this early. It's gonna take at least time for them to gel. But OKC stands out to me big, and so does Boston. Getting your star players back, and they're not playing no defense, man. The defense is like this. It's like it's still on the bench or somewhere. It's still last year. Where's the defense coming from Boston right now? They're leaving shooters open. They're not protecting the rim. They're just giving up on plays. It seems like if you watch them, they don't care. They don't even go out there and guard. Everybody stands around like, are you going to get them? Are you going to get them? It's like it's crazy right now.
Yeah, man. Definitely that game against Toronto on Friday, man. Kawhi ate him up, man. I thought for sure Brad Stevens would have a game plan to get the ball as much as you could off Kawhi's hand and have the other guys beat you, but Kawhi was tearing him apart.
Yeah, he was. And it's Kawhi. Kawhi's doing his thing. Hayward's okay. I don't know what it is right now. I don't know if they need to make a trade to get some people where they feel like their spot is secure right now on the team. Maybe it's like people are playing insecure, so they don't want to mess up because they feel like they could be the piece out the door or something like that. Maybe you got to get rid of some pieces right now and get this ball club in order. As for OKC wise, they're gonna be in trouble. I think even when Westbrook come back, we're probably gonna see OK struggling this year. They have to find it. They have no defensive identity. Right now, they don't even have an offensive identity. They're just a team, and it doesn't look good for OKC.
Yeah, I agree with OKC. Like I said, I still think they have enough talent. I mean, you have Adams, you have Paul George, you have Schroeder. I mean, you have good enough players to be able to at least win a game or so. And then with the defense, I think when Roberson comes back, that might help him a little bit. But he is coming off a bad injury, so we can't think that he's going to be playing like what he did before the injury. So I mean, I'm not giving up hope on OKC, but yeah, I'm definitely concerned or a little worried the way they've started so far.
Gotcha. And before we move on to some of these games, my next question to you is the overs in the NBA. Is this what you were expecting as well as myself, seeing all these high totals, or is it a little bit more surprising that you're seeing it from ball clubs you don't expect to see it from? Like shit, the Kings putting up 100-some points a game as well. It's surprising. 140 from the Pelicans. It's a shocker right now, the points we're seeing.
Yeah, I'm definitely with the Kings, man. I did not expect the way I've seen their offense exploding. I didn't expect that. With the Pelicans, with the last after the All-Star game when they lost Boogie, we saw them, scoring a lot. I think they're one of the best over teams in the NBA since the All-Star break last year. So I'm not too surprised, but I thought the Rondo loss would definitely hurt them offensively, but it looks like it didn't even bother them at all because they picked up right where they left off.
Yeah, true. They picked up right where they left off. And these overs trends, I see it early right now. I think probably in a month or two, we'll start seeing it die down. Teams will start playing better defense and stuff like that. Right now, everybody trying to fill each other out. Everybody's still in run mode. Fresh legs. Also, we got to understand, it's fresh legs. A lot of these teams that are healthy now won't be healthy in a little bit, so fresh legs. But right now, overs look like that's casual right now. I seen one guy yesterday say he should just bet all the overs in the games, and he hit. I think he might have bet them all. It's only like 2 games or 2 or 3 games went under out of 9 games yesterday, so it was remarkable.
Yeah, man, that's crazy because, with these totals, it's the beginning of the year. Teams are still figuring themselves out. But, yeah, man, the offensive explosions from the teams like the Kings, I mean, I like I said, I didn't expect that. So we'll see. I'm definitely keeping track of the teams. Like tonight, I was thinking about maybe taking the Pelicans team total over. I was going to talk to you about that, but when we get there, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll get there. I know I see Dodger Blue. I don't know if that game getting ready to start at 5 o'clock as well, but we got to like 5:10 before the Pelicans game kick off. You got some football or some baseball players you want to give out right now?
Yeah, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I gave out the Dodgers team total over 3. Right now, there's some thunderstorms, some lightning, so the game might be postponed a little bit. So that's kind of what got me a little worried. But I still think when I break this game down, the reason I really like the over is because I really, like I said on my breakdown video, I just think the Dodgers, this is a perfect ballpark to hit home runs. It's Fenway Park. They can crush home runs. And I know Chris Hill's a ace, but he hasn't been that Chris Hill that we've seen in the past. So I think to ask for them to score at least 3, you push at 3. I think that's too low. I took the team total over the Dodgers 3. I also think they're a live dog tonight. I know it's Kershaw's first underdog. He's the first time he's been an underdog since like 2012. So it's crazy, man.
Yeah, see that's crazy. And Dave mentioned to me earlier when we was chatting on the phone. He said, "No, now I'm not a huge baseball guy. So maybe you can explain to me when he said no pitchers are batting today. So what does that mean when your pitcher's not batting? So when he comes out then, right? That's what it is. So when they pull Kershaw.
Well, no. So basically, because you have the American League. In the American League, they have a designated hitter, so a pitcher doesn't actually have to bat. In the National League, when they go play back at Los Angeles, they'll have to have a pitcher bat. So the cool thing is, I like the American League because you can actually take off that pitcher and put in a DH, which means you just put in a hitter. The pitcher still pitches. So that's the cool thing. So they won't actually have like he said, they won't actually have a pitcher pitching, which is usually an automatic out, which makes me love the over a little bit more because it's an American League team playing.
Well, great info to give me. Yeah, you get me prepared. Y'all giving me. I've been getting all this baseball stuff from y'all all season. So next season, I plan on coming in with an actual good baseball mind for all this. Actually, by the game, you think those 7 series? I mean, Game 7. You think who wins Game 6? I heard Dave and I heard somebody else say I think Dodgers win in 6. Any idea? You got any totals out there already?
I put a little bit on the Dodgers to win the full series. The Red Sox are the favorites to win the series. Like I said, I don't blame them. They had the best record in the whole league and MLB. They have hitters 1 through 9. I mean, they have guys that can hit. I think, like I said, if it comes down to the bullpens, I think the Dodgers have the edge, man. We know what we can get out of Jansen. I think he's back into form. I really like the Dodgers in the live. Like I said, if it comes down to the bullpens, so I'm taking the Dodgers. I would, like I said, this is just a hard because you got the Red Sox who are also monsters. They deserve to be favorites. But it's going to be a fun series, man. You're talking about the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Dodgers, man. It's going to be fun.
That's dope. And next year we expect to see the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics. You know what I mean? So hey, it's a warm up right now for it, everybody. It's a warm up right now. And as a football game, I know I'm on. I took Troy. I'm following Mr. Peter Loshak from the Low Bag Show. I tell them on that first half, Troy. I know they have a hard time defending the pass, but Alabama have a hard time stopping the run as well. So it's like it's a win-win situation. So what's the word? You know the reference, the little catch slogan or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So I'll take I'll rock with Troy first half. Maybe I don't see him winning the whole game. I mean, covering the full game, but I can understand Pete's logic for the first half. So I tell the first half on that. You got any play on that?
Nah, man. With these college games, if they're standalone games and it's a team that I don't really watch or bet, I usually stay away from them. But I don't blame you. It sounds good. I like Troy. They're definitely one of the best teams in their conference. So I don't blame you for that. So I mean, if anything, like you said, that first half definitely looks tempting.
Got you. And let's jump on into these games we got going. And people in the chat, go to the comments. Somebody said they're on the Clippers. That's Theodore. What's up, Theodore? Noah LaShark, Dave, his play, like he said, his plays are over in the Dodgers game. So I guess both of you guys is about right. Your team total over with LA, correlates with the over in the game. So, hey, I hope both of you guys cash. I may jump on some in-play in baseball, you know what I mean, if I catch it and jump on it with you guys. So let's get it. But the game I think that everybody's interested in tonight. What's up, Red Girl in here too? The game that everybody's into tonight is the Pelicans game, man. And you said you might have a play on that game?
Yeah, I was looking the way the Pelicans, like I said, they've been cashes, man, on overs. And not only that, but they've covered the spread. I think it's some crazy number. I got to go look at the stats, but they're definitely a bet on team right now. So I think New Orleans, you're asking them I like the team total over at 121. You're asking them to score at home. You're asking them to score 121 points. I really like that. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, New Orleans, man, they 54-34 ATS plus 12 units in the last 2 seasons. 30 and 18 plus 10 when they had favorites the last 2 seasons. I mean, I like the Pelicans in this spot all the way. They putting up big numbers. The team total over, you're not wrong in. I mean, they first in points with 140 per game and 4th in pace right now. The defense is ranked 19th, giving up 112. I don't expect this to change really in this game. I expect them to outscore their opponents. They kind of look like a mini Houston right now. Just the way they're putting up baskets, the way you would think that Houston should put up baskets, and they're doing it at the big position. You got Davis averaging 28 points a game. You got Mirotic averaging 33 points a game. When you look at the Clippers, they got Harris and Gallinari 22 and 20. But who's going to stop Davis and Mirotic down there getting money all day long? That's 60 points just from your bigs right there alone.
Exactly. That's why I really like the team total over. I don't know the full game over, man. It's 237. That's a pretty high total. Now, if it was any other team like that could score, like I don't know if I can trust the Clippers to put their end of the bargain up, but I know I can definitely trust the Pelicans to put up 121. I think if we look back at their last two games, their first game against the Rockets, they went for 131, and then against the Kings, they went up for 149. So, I mean, this team can definitely put over 121 up on the board.
Exactly. Right now, the Clippers, they pace at 7th. They're averaging 109 points a game. Defense, they're ranked 20th, giving up 110. And like I said, and the Pelicans' defense ain't that much better. They're ranked 19th, giving up no, my bad. Yeah, Pelicans is 19th, and Clippers is 20th. Yeah, I think I wrote it backwards, though. But, yeah, that's what it is. But – I agree with you here. I like the pace. I like the pace of these two teams. The Pelicans going to get up and score. I think the Clippers right now are frauds. If you ask me right now, they looking a little too early. This is not what they're supposed to be. Other teams are just looking bad. So that's making the Clippers look a little bit better than what they really are putting out there on paper and what you see from this team. They're going to have a hard time. Now, Elfrid Payton, he's questionable. I've been liking his defense so far to come out there. We're not looking for him to really score for us. We're just looking for the over to come from Davis and Mirotic. Those two have a good games. The team total over should cash easily. The -6 for the full game should cash easily. I've seen the line drop, and there's no injuries out here. I seen somebody in chat ask, do you know why the line dropping? You think that's just the public jumping on the Clipper side?
Yeah, I think that's just people jumping on the Clippers, taking that +6. If we actually look at I pull up the games that the Clippers have played in. So the first game against the Nuggets, they scored 98. Their second game against the Thunder, they scored 108, and then they scored 115 against the Rockets. So that's what concerns me. If you're thinking about taking the full game over, is I don't know if the Clippers can put up the points to get you over that total. Like I said, I know the Pelicans can, so that's where I would lean as team total. If you think about taking the over, I'd definitely take the Pelicans over. But I don't see any injuries that concern me that would impact everybody jumping on the Clippers.
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. When I first looked at this game, I said, "God damn, that's a high total." I mean, I know everybody's scoring points, but that's a high total. You're basically saying that the Pelicans is getting 140 by themselves, and looking for the Clippers to get 100. I don't really trust the over in the full game either, but I'm not saying it cannot get there. Mm-hmm. This is one of them these overs that you in play. You hope for that drop 10 points on you or 12 points before you hop on the over. As for what you're saying, go ahead.
Go ahead, Real. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, as for what you're saying, I agree. I like the team total. I wish my book actually offered it for me. I don't have it. I see a lot of questions in here about the Pelicans first quarter -2. I play first quarter, so I don't see no complaints about the Pelicans first quarter. I'm on the first half -4. It dropped to 3.5. So shit, if it hit the 4, I push. I expect the Pelicans to be up by at least 10 points first half on this ball club.
Yeah, I definitely think, like I said, I really like the Pelicans here. The Pelicans are 6-1. Their last 7 home games, they've covered the spread. So, I mean, if you're backing them on the full game, that's not a bad bet either. I'm more focused on the team total over for the Pelicans. Like I said, I think that they definitely will score. And you're right. If you in-play the game and it kind of starts off slow by the Pelicans, and you can get that line to drop under 115.5, I would definitely probably jump on the team total over if your book offers it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous I don't have them team totals up here, man. Pray to these Vegas guys that they start giving us these books, but they know we'll hammer it down here. They be like, "Nah, we don't want to give you guys a little everything." So, you guys who have the opportunity to bet those, man, this guy right here, Teddy, he knows his team totals. I don't think the man gave me one bad one yet. You know what I mean? Since I've been watching him and observing all the shit he give out. So I trust him here. And if you guys are the team total over, I mean, it may correlate with the game total over, but I just have a hard time seeing the Clippers possibly putting up that much points. You know what I mean? With the Pelicans are just dominant in the paint. And outside the paint too. They've covered 14-2 ATS last 16 games. So that's even from last season carrying into this season. That's a lot. You know what I mean? That's points. That's points. Like you said, that's what they did last year when they lost Booby. They kept it up this year. We ain't seen no difference in no style. They lost Rondo, brought in Peyton. Still looks the same. Look at the same Pelicans.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think that's where the edge will come. And then, like I said, we don't know who the Clippers are going to throw out there to guard AD. So I think I think those guys will definitely dominate.
Yeah, somebody saying, okay, Pelicans first quarter, first half. Yeah, Crypto King, he took the Pelicans first half. Yeah, Pelicans first half is not a bad bet to me. I mean, 4 doesn't look like it's a hard number to cover by this team. But like I said, I've been wrong the past 2 days in a couple of these games. I guess I backed LA. They ended up losing by the one they were supposed to, that I had. So that's how it is. I thought the Blazers were going to come out fired and went to OT. So it's still early in the season. A lot of these teams who look great, like shit, I think the Pelicans are the best team out there next to, the Raptors, then the Pelicans. Those are the top 2 teams right now who I see playing at their full potential right now in the NBA. I'm not afraid to back them at the 6.5. I did take them at the 6.5, but I bought it at 6. Now I see the lines at 5.5. I still take them with a 5.5 if I was anybody. I'll buy the point, get them at a 5. I see them covering here with ease. Shouldn't nothing to sweat. It's not going to be a close game at all. So I like it here. The bigs for the Clippers, not really bigs. I mean, Mabute, yeah, but he's really going to get you baskets like that? I don't think so. And then Gortat, that's all we got to say. You know what I mean? That's all you got to say. So when you got Mirotic and Davis putting up 60 points by themselves the first 3 games, I love it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like I said, I don't know if I can trust the Clippers in this spot to even show up. I don't think, but like I said, it's early enough where we don't know completely what's going to happen. But so I like to isolate value. So if the spread, for an example, I'm not comfortable laying it, but I still think it's a good bet. I'm more looking at the team total because at least, like yesterday, for an example, if you would have taken the Lakers team total over, you would have cashed, right? Even though they lost the game, and then you don't have to just focus on them winning the game. You can just focus on them scoring. So that's where I like to make my bets.
Yeah, that especially that Lakers game, that was a wise bet. Actually, that was a smarter way to play the game. You know what I mean? So I see there had to be points, and you figure LeBron gonna come out balling. You looking for Hart the way he been draining lights out and shooting threes and stuff. So that's a nice play. That was a nice bet. And also, I noticed the first quarters and the last 6 minutes of ball games, it's a lot of points being up. Like that Blazer game yesterday, if you guys was watching it looked like the over was not gonna cash. You know what I mean? It was not gonna cash at all, and it came through and cashed. It went to overtime and still cashed. So it's tough out here right now with these overs, but team totals may be where you want to go right now. Dave Allegas asked us, you think NBA totals will reach 300 points per game like the All-Star game? Physical defense to be fading each year. I don't think we'll touch 300 points in a game, but I can't put it past it. I mean, if you mean combined points, we already seen that. You know what I mean? But if you're talking about by one team alone, I never put up 300 points on 2K. You know what I mean? Somebody turn the game off before they let me do that. If I'm out there on the hoop court and I'm seeing it's like we got like 100, y'all got like 219, bro, I'm leaving. I don't want to say I don't even want to play no more. You know what I mean? Cut my check. This is, you know what I mean? Fire me on the spot. You know what I mean? Poor sportsmanship, all that. I don't care. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, man. No, I think there'll be a time, like we say, where he said the full game over 300.
I think he meant like each team. You know what I mean? Like them. You know what I mean? I don't know if he mean the full game because we've seen full games go about that number or to that number, if I'm mistaken. I could pull it up and post it on Twitter if I can find the ones that have. But I don't know if they mean each specific team. You know what I mean? Or the total combined. But yeah, 300 points isn't hard to put up when you got the Pelicans scoring 140. Say you got a game where I think the other game, wasn't it the other day a game went to that level during preseason? I forget who it was. It was like 160 or 150 apiece. It was a high scoring ass total.
Yeah, man. I think it was in the beginning. I think in the preseason, there was one of the first couple games. I don't remember the exact one, man. But like I said, I think didn't we see Houston and Golden State hit about 250 I think it was like, what was it, 280 or something not too long ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you'll see it. No defense, more threes, and the refs ain't calling no fouls like you would think they would. Man, this Pistons. Let me change the subject, but this Pistons and 76ers game is quite interesting. 41-38 right now. Detroit, from what I've been watching, been playing okay ball. They playing a little sloppy basketball, and Philadelphia, I don't know. They hanging in there. They winning. It's just tough. It's tough to watch it and do the show at the same time. You know, trying to look back at both and forth, trying to look back at both and forth. So
yeah,
it's hard. But we got another game to touch on. Let's get to some questions since we do have some time. Phoenix should push the total over 220 in that one as well. I'm not talking about no games right now. LOL. Bill McIntosh said, I hope AD will hit that fadeaway though. Now AD, he may be MVP this year if he keeps this up, and if he stays in the Pelicans, he looks like the most valuable player. He does it all. I think he averages 7 assists a game too, or something like that. Like, damn, he's balling.
Yeah, man. If he can get the Pelicans to a top 3 seed in the West, I think he'd be up there for MVP this year. I think if he can get that talent, because you're talking about him, Drew Holiday, and Mirotic as your sidekicks to get them to a top 3 seed in the West, man. That's crazy.
Exactly. And somebody asked who I take. Oh, Grilla. What's up, Grilla? I take Pistons, bro. +1. I grabbed them earlier. Well, that's when I was iffy. Was still iffy about Drummond being out. I knew Simmons wasn't playing, but I just felt like it was going to be too much with Drummond and Griffin down there and Embiid. All I really got is Embiid right now. But Scarlett, I don't know if he played. I haven't paid attention. I don't know if he came in. I also saw the game time decision. Chandler was, but I doubt neither one of them played. Let me go check. Yeah, no, both of them is out. They both out too as well. So, yeah, no, not Mirotic. Oh, not Mirotic. What the other dude's name is? Muscala. I think he might be in. It don't show it on the report no more.
Yeah, I can't see it. I don't know if I'm trying to figure out if they'll show me here. No, since the game's in. Oh wait, hold on. Philadelphia, Wilson Chandler. He's out. I know Jared Bayless is out. Mike Muscala is playing. Ben Simmons is not playing. So yeah, I think that's the only injuries that I see on here for Philadelphia.
Yeah, when Philly gets healthy, they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay. But right now they're not healthy. They really missing Bayless play, I think too. And then what Chandler could bring to him from that 3-point shooting. And him out there, so they missing the pieces right now. They'll be okay. You say I think you missing one, King. I got this one wrong, King. Oh, I might have got this game wrong. Who knows how this game goes? Shit, like I said, I lost some money with Philly the other day. Detroit's been looking like they're okay. It's a pick'em game. I'll take the home team plus the points. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that every time. Just about home team plus the points. I did it with LA yesterday. It backfired on me. So shit. It is what it is.
And people got to remember, man, this is the NBA, so no team's ever out of it. I mean, on Sunday, I took the Golden State Warriors, and for a while there, it looked like they were going to win the game by a good margin, and then they ended up losing the game. So it's always important not to, it's the NBA. Don't ever give up, because we saw crazy stuff happen yesterday with the Lakers game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what made this game so great. The team could be up by 17, and then shit. They pissed it off like the Philadelphia Eagles and end up losing. You know what I mean? It happens in all sports. You know what I mean? It happens in all sports. So it's just a game right there. They were just down. Shit, there's and one play for Blake Griffin. All it takes is this ball, man. It takes balls, fouls, all that shit. Ref calls home. Look at that. It's all. It takes a game. But we got another game getting ready to come up, and that's the Nuggets and the Kings. Everybody's been talking about the Kings today. Kings. And let me pull this line up right now, because I think the line might have moved from when I had capped it earlier. I also had 12 now. Went up a half. You have any thoughts on this before I start breaking this game down?
Early lean, if I looked at this game, I mean, it's such a high number for the Nuggets to cover. I mean, we're talking about the Denver Nuggets. It's not the Golden State Warriors or Houston Rockets. So that seems a little too high for me. Yeah, I don't have any lean on this game, really.
Yeah, Netflix said you took the team total over. Yeah, Teddy took the team total over for the Pelicans. Netflix. As for this game, you got Sacramento ranked second in points with 125. They ranked first in pace and 27th in defense. The Nuggets on the opposite end is ranked first in defense, giving up only 95 points a game. But they pace is ranked 23. I expect them to slow this game down against Sacramento Kings tonight. 11, you asked for a lot, but we talk about lockdown defense. Jokic's average is 26 points. Willie Cauley-Stein, 18. Fox, 20. Harris, 22. I like the Nuggets in the spot defensive aspect of it, but 12 points, what I'm saying right now, is pretty damn high.
Yep.
that's pretty high. I would lean Kings in the spot like I did the other day. I had put lean out there on the Kings plus 9.5 against OKC. They ended up jumping on them in play and they ended up winning that game. Nuggets defense though is big time right now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Ro, wasn't there a game yesterday that was 11.5 or something like that? That a team was favored heavily by 11 or 11.5?
Yeah, yesterday that was let me go back to maybe the chat can bring it up. I gotta bring up but yeah, you're right. It was. It's been like that for the past 2 days. It was a Knicks too, I think. And yeah, Knicks was in the Boston game. The Magic, matter of fact, was 12.5. You know what I mean? They ended up covering that easily.
Yeah. Yeah, because the only reason I bring that up, I was watching ESPN last night and it was on bad beats, and the team actually ended up only winning by 11, so that half point cost people because it was just too high.
Man, it was so many bad. It's been so many little small bad beats in the NBA. I'm telling you, that Blazer one to me was probably the one that hurt the most so far because I'm like the game was in their hands. You know what I mean? And 5-point lead, you switched to that smaller lineup and gave up the and one. It was just dropped right there. So that was a bad beat.
Yeah, Daniel. Sorry, Real. Just going to the chat. Daniel Singer said it was the Bucks game. They were at 11.5, and then they beat the Knicks by 11.
Yeah, that's those bad ones. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I got the Bucks at 10 yesterday. I beat before the line push, so I made okay with the Bucks. We had Bucks first quarter, first half, and full game. The full game was -10. I bought that half a point because it was at 10.5. When I got it at 10, and the line moved on everybody. So sometimes you got to jump on these line moves early, and we're going to talk about that too before we go off because I have a game tomorrow I want to give out to everybody before this line move. I see it coming soon. So, but yeah, on this game, back to the Sacramento game, 12 points is a lot. You know what you do in this game? If you take Sacramento now, or you in play it. You wait for the Sacramento to go up to like plus 13, plus 14 or something in the game, you know what I mean, and grab them in. Denver defense is no joke, though. The Denver defense is no joke. Like I said, the pace, Sacramento's 1, Denver's 23 in pace. Two opposite teams. They want to slow the ball down. They're not really – I think Jimmy said it best earlier. The Nuggets are looking to outscore you. They just want to shut you down, lock you down. They just want to lock you down on defensive end and get their baskets that way. Can we trust Sacramento to put up a lot of points? Can we trust Willie Cauley-Stein to average 18 in this game? Can we get Fox to average 20? Can we get Shepard to put up some baskets? I really don't know, y'all. I mean, this is a tough game right here to me. This is a really tough one to call.
If you were to ask me, I'm looking at the Nuggets. So the last 3 games that they played, they actually kept every single opponent, even the Warriors, under 100 points. So that goes to show you how good their defense is. Now, they played the Clippers opening night. They kept them to 98. They played the Suns. They kept them to 91. And then they kept the Warriors to 98 points. So, yeah, that defense is good. So maybe, yeah, this game is tricky, man. Because if they're playing like this, I could see them shutting down the Kings and then they winning by like 20 points.
Yeah, Intermission said all 3 Kings games have gone to 240. But look who the Kings played. They played OKC, Utah, and the Pelicans. Pelicans put up as much points as they're number 1. That's what I'm saying. The Sacramento's number 2 in points per game. So you got to look at stuff like that. Who they play? They play the OKC team that wants to run. They play the Utah ball club who wants to run. These Denver Nuggets don't want to run like that. They want to slow it down. You can see it in their pace of play is 23. The over to me, it's out of all the plays I capped in this game, it was 2 that stuck out to me. The under 117 in the first half stuck out to me, and the under 59 in the first quarter stuck out to me. I don't see baskets like that in this game. I see a sloppy game from the Sacramento side, lots of turnovers. Sacramento's giving up 20 points on fast breaks. They're allowing 66 points in the paint. That's a lot. They're giving up 66 in the paint, bro, per game, and 20 off of fast breaks, 19 points off of turnovers, 18 off of second chance points. These are the Sacramento's records for the first few games, and they rank number 2 in scoring points because they run and gun. It's run and gun ball club with them right now. That's the whole different ball club that Denver's coming to the table with.
Yeah, I might. In looking at it, the team total over for the Kings is 108.5. I might lean under. If I don't know, this game's at what, 8:00?
Yeah, yes, sir. Coming on at 8.
Yeah, so after the show, I might try to do a little bit more capping and researching it. And I mean, 108 against Denver in Denver, that just seems like a lot. I know the Kings have been scoring a lot, but I mean, would not surprise me if they're held under 100, just like every other team that the Nuggets have played.
Me too, and that's why I looked at that under. I'm like, if they hold him under 100 points, I don't see Denver putting up the other 128. You know what I mean? I see it being like a 95, 111 type of victory or something like that. If that's the case, the 12 scares me. The line's been going up. It can be one of them tricks. The last night game of the card too. That last game of the card is always the trickiest one. It seems like the cap to me. It's like the lines be just about where they're supposed to be at too, but you don't know what side is it on. Is it on the side of the dog or the side of the winner, the favorite? So I say first quarter under 59 would be what play that I would give out. I'm gonna take it. Actually, I took it, but I'm gonna take it again. I'm gonna check it out. I like the under 59 the first half, and the under 117 is something I support too. I like those two plays. I don't really want to tell nobody to take the Kings plus 12. I would say in play this game. Pick your poison. I'll get on Twitter. Like I said yesterday, I was on Twitter trying to give out some plays to talk the game through with y'all. It's whatever you guys want to do. I just think 12 is too high to take, and it's too risky. It's just a risky one right here. It's just risky right here.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I looking at this right now, I'm definitely leaning the Kings under total under 108. I might give that up by the end of the
No doubt. Well, it's about to be halftime, I think, over here in this other game, and we already Pelicans getting ready to start. So, you know what, you guys? I heard everybody tell me about Pelicans first quarter -2. I'll tell the chat. I'm gonna tell them the chat today. I seen a couple of you guys. It's 2.5 for me. Y'all, you think I should still take it at 2.5? Let it go, Teddy.
For the Pelicans?
Yeah, first quarter. I'm gonna back the chat in this one. They got it at 2. I mean, if they got it at 2 and I get 3, I still win. Because they got to get a 3 to win as well. You know, so it's the same bet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for that. And the Pelicans are typically a team that starts off fast. So, and you're getting under that key number of 3. So, yeah, man, that doesn't seem like a bad play at all.
Got you. Oh, you said it's an echo, Bill? My bad if there is. Yeah, I just grabbed it. I'm also on the Pelicans first half. You guys are saying it's at 3 now. When I grabbed it, it was at 4. So let me check the first half too. Man, that under 122. Man, we talk about that total this Pelican game, the first half, 122.5. Any thoughts on that before we kick off?
Let me see. It's 122?
122.5. First half, Pelicans Clippers.
On Heritage, on Heritage, it's 123, man. Yeah, that's a high total, man. I think that's a good, maybe the under on that game, like first glance at it.
That's what I think too, just looking at it, but then Pelicans putting up 140 a game, so that's saying that we expect them to get 110. I guess between the two teams, we look at the Pelicans to put up 70 points first half, 65 points.
Yeah, man, I could see the Pelicans doing their end, but I don't know if the Clippers can keep up. I don't know if they have the scores to do it.
Yeah, somebody said Robert said Kings money line tonight. No, sir, not for me. You said you want to jump out the window, but go ahead. If it cash, if you take the Kings money line and that cashes tonight, I swear I will come on here, Robert Bertrand, and say you are the best basketball capper I have ever met. You not even the best battle. You are the most riskiest guy I've ever met in my life. More risky than me coming on live TV with a fat pimple right here in my chin. You take risks, brother. You take risks. I like you. You know what I mean? That's a tough one.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Because if it does hit, we'll definitely give you a shout out tomorrow, man, on the show.
For sure. Yeah, somebody said they love that first half under too. You know, I'm gonna take a small play on the first half under. It might not be a favorite play for everybody else, but I'm gonna take the first half under 122, and I'm gonna take the Pelicans first half the money line and parlay that right there for $65.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad a little bet there.
Yeah, payouts 189 if it cash. So $65. I take Pelicans money line first half and under 122.5. I'll take a chance on that. That just seems too high for me. It seems way too high for me.
Yeah, I agree. I like some of these total game over and full game first half overs are too high. Like I said, I don't blame you if you took the Clippers under, because I think the Pelicans can score, but I don't know if I can trust the Clippers to score. That's not a bad bet. And then, like I said, the Kings game, it's a little high. So I wouldn't blame anybody for taking the under in that game too.
Exactly. That's just way too high. I think it's the market too. And right now, it's the numbers. It's what they have going off the first few games. So they're crunching those first few game numbers, and that's what totals you're getting from it. It's not so much that they really see the teams getting at. It's what the numbers is bringing back. So, like Marcus said, the numbers for this game for the Clippers, Pelicans is 116, 125. So 116, 125, that gets you over for this game. But that's like a point or two. You know what I mean? You're looking to squeak by. That's tough, you know what I mean? Because a foul or a missed call here or there could get you hit the under. So I don't like the total. I'm staying away from the full game total on the Pelicans. I take the first half under 122.5, though. I think it's quite high. I heard you say it's at 123 some places. And I know you on the team. So have the Pelicans team total moved at all? Did it go up?
It's still at 121. Like I said, I'm only putting a half unit on these plays, so I'm doing a half unit on the team total over, and I'm gonna also watch the in play because if it drops to, like I said, that 115 key-ish number, if they start off slow, I'm gonna definitely jump on that. So yeah, as of right now, I'm only doing that. I'm gonna put a half unit on the Kings under 108.5.
Dang, so Jesse Allen said the Clippers total for him is at 239. I'm looking at mine. It's at 237.5 on William Hill. He got 239 over there.
Wow. Man. Wow. That's a lot of points, man. 240 that you need for you to catch that over bet.
Yeah, if I was you, I would tease. I would take a 5-point teaser out that and turn that into 244, and then take the Pelicans -1 and just tease those two together. That's a high total. I mean, that looks like that screams teaser to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you if you did that either.
Yeah, that's remarkably high, bro. If it goes over, shit, bravo, brother. If somebody take the over and this game goes over, it's like what's the name just brought up? It's the new shot clock. Of course, it's a new shot clock. The teams are getting more possessions. They averaging 14 more possessions a game, I think it is, off that new shot clock. That's going to put the ball in everybody's hands. Right now, the referees are trying to figure out how to coach this fast pace of play. They look a little lost out there with how everybody's just running and gunning. They can't even keep up, it seems like it, most of the time down the court with some of these guys.
Yeah, man, that change definitely impacts it. So, yeah, the over, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't first glance at this, looking at the numbers, these are too high. But like I said, it's the NBA. So, I mean, they could easily fly over it. But I'm going off of the numbers and what the numbers are telling me. So I'm taking the Denver defense. It's not a joke, man. They held the Warriors under 100 points, and that's arguably the best team in the league. So that goes to show you, man, when they play defense, they can hold any team down on defense.
Exactly. Has your baseball game kicked off yet?
Not yet, man. Yeah, it's actually on right now, man. I'm on the back. I was missing it, but yeah, man. Right now it's beginning of the first, top of the first, excuse me. So we'll see after this show. I'm gonna jump on it, try to watch it in peace, and hopefully the Dodgers can pull it out.
Now I'm gonna break up these baseball real fast before we get up out of here. You know what? I might jump on the baseball play tonight, everybody. I may trail something. I might hop in there. What's the first five looking at? First five total runs, 3.5. Over 3.5 -145. I might jump on that. I'll look at it. You know what I mean? I get over here and see what they're doing. I might jump on that because you guys are supporting the over. You support the over, and so is Dave LA. So when both of you guys are on it, y'all know y'all baseball. I can't sit back and disagree. But who the hell am I? What am I to say? Nothing. No, so y'all putting money in my pocket. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, and then Ray, whenever you have a chance, I just wanted to touch on one NFL game that I've spotted. I spotted this and
go ahead. Sacramento team total under 109, one-man show. Yeah, yes, that's what Teddy B he mentioned out there. He said that may be a good play. So you know what I mean. I support it. I don't see Sacramento putting the points tonight, so that's something I will back. I'm not taking it, but I support it. My man said that he likes it as well. But go ahead and touch on your football game because I want to touch on these last basketball games too before for tomorrow. Before we get out of here.
So, as some of you guys may know, I'm a big Vikings fan. I bet, but I don't bet with my heart. This game is going to be huge. It's the New Orleans Saints coming into town. Everybody has been on the Saints. The Sharps are driving it down. Everybody's going to be on the Saints with the points. I think people are really underestimating this Vikings team. The reason I already took this game, I was going to give this out later on in the week, but I've taken it. The Vikings money line right now is at a pick'em, so I took them. Drew Brees is 0-2 at US Bank Stadium. He's never won there. The Vikings at home, man, are one of the best bets throughout the last year in the NFL. The last 3 years in the NFL. The Saints are also coming off a huge win against the Ravens. That emotionally, that took so much out of them. I feel like they came back and won that game. Everson Griffin, our one of our captains, is resuming activities tomorrow. We don't know if he's going to play. I don't know if he's going to play, but if he's in, he would come off as a second string. Everything to me screams taking the Vikings. I'm a diehard Vikings fan. I know my team. I think this is a huge game for our team. If we win this, this could potentially be a tiebreaker. And I trust my team right now. I took the money line at a pick'em. And hopefully people keep taking the Saints so I can get them maybe even at a +1, +2, and the line flips completely. But right now, I took the Vikings at a pick'em.
Hey, I'm gonna have to tell that. I was looking right when you was talking there, I was writing that down. And I've been rocking with your Vikings too. Last week I was on them. The week before that I was on them. They've been cashing stuff. You saying this week is gonna be a tough one? Hey, I'm writing it down.
Yeah, it's a game that they definitely need because it's got playoff implications on it. And whenever you're giving me our team at home basically at a pick'em, you got Mike Zimmer, who's one of the best coaches in the league. I think it's just they're overvaluing the Saints at this point in time. So, and like I said, Drew Brees is 0-2 at US Bank Stadium. I know last year was the miracle play. I know that, but if you remember, the Vikings had the lead. They were up 20 at half, so it wasn't like a fluke. Yes, that missed play was huge, but the Vikings dominated that game till the last quarter and a half. They were up. So it's not like this team just came in there and, they should have won. And then the previous game before that, we won by 10. So.
No, I hear you there. My only thing about the Vikings is their defense I don't know lately. The first couple of games they looked a little shaky, but they got back on track right now. So they're gonna have to bring their A game against Brees because he picked corners apart. You know what I mean? You give him enough space, he's gonna pick you apart. And that's what happened last year, like you're saying. Last little couple of minutes of the game, he picked them apart. He found his spot. So they gotta play a complete game. But I feel you. I like that. Yeah,
no, and like you said, our defense has definitely been turning around the last 3 games. They're definitely they're starting to become one of the best third down defenses that we've seen in the past. So I'll take my chances. I'll take my team at home with Mike Zimmer. You give me a pick'em, I'll take them, even against the Saints. Like I said, they're coming off an emotional win. I think that's going to be huge. I think the Vikings win.
Got you. And I can't tell if it's halftime yet. My TV's on commercial. I wanted to see what this halftime score was right now for this this game. Let me see if it is halftime. Not halftime score, but the halftime lines.
Yeah, let me pull them up. So for the NBA, we got right now the Detroit Pistons are 61-64. The Sixers. The third quarter is about to kick off. It's showing me on the book, and then the Clippers are 5 and the Pelicans are 8. So it's a very slow start for the Pelicans. It's only 15 total points in that first quarter.
So that's looking kind of good. That looks real good with that under. You know what I mean? Looking real good with that under. But hey, last couple of minutes of any quarter, we see 25 points go up in 3 minutes. Get your heart and blood flowing and be like, God damn, where these points come from?
Yeah, man. So we'll see. Like I said, I only did half units on these games, but if I like anything live right now, you can get the team total over for the Pelicans at 112.5.
Yeah. And I'm looking right 112.5 now.
Oh, excuse me, 116.5. Sorry, I was looking at the Clippers.
But I said that's not bad. I'm looking at this Pistons 76ers game. It's on halftime. I'm showing the Pistons +0.5 or -0.5, 76ers +0.5. Haven't really been able to get into the game. I keep looking back and forth at it, getting the feel for it, but it's a close game. I'm already on the Pistons +1. Before I make any halftime bets, I always check my fouls. I always go to see why the game is so close. Is somebody in foul trouble? Who's doing the scoring? And right now is who I thought would be doing the scoring for Philadelphia is JJ and it's Embiid. Folks with 9. Don't know why the young man can't shoot better. But, yeah, and Blake Griffin putting up 28 points. The big men aren't really in no foul trouble for the Pistons. Will Johnson step up? Will Ish step up? Don't really know from Detroit. Detroit and Philadelphia kind of have the same – similar lineups out there right now. The characters, like they don't really have the shooters. They have the big, but they don't really have the shooters to support the big. I'm already on Pistons +1. I don't give a play out there, but some guys like to hedge their bets or jump on it. I say in play it, grab the Pistons with some points. Rather take some plus points than take them with the half right now. I'd rather take them with plus points if that's how you want to play it.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, yeah, I without Simmons, man, I think eventually they're going to be able to maybe do something with Redick, and I know Joel will get his. So still not a bad play. I think there's still time left.
Exactly, and the total's at 105. They're sitting at 122 right now. I mean, 123 this first half, 125 this first half, and it's at 105 the second half. I'm off the total too. I can see it probably going over because, like I said, the last few minutes of games, you expect to get 30 points. This team, if I've been watching, there's been a lot of turnovers. It's been a lot of missed shots, a lot of rebounds back and forth between these ball clubs. So this wasn't the best game on the clock. So I'll say you guys in play it. If I see a Pistons play, I'll tweet it out. But as for my play for tomorrow, I'm already liking let me get to it right here. Dallas tomorrow. I'm liking the Mavs over Atlanta tomorrow. Mavs is -2. I expect this line to probably go up -5 or so, -4.5. I think you jump on it now, -2 on the money line. It should be okay. Atlanta is still without John Collins, still without Hamilton, no Anderson, no Alex Len. This Dallas team, they had to step it up. And also hear some talks lately about Dallas trying to go out there and get Butler for their ball club. That'll be interesting. Who would they have to give up? Would they give up Finney Smith? Who would they give up? Would they give up Dennis Smith? That's interesting. So I like Dallas tomorrow -2. I already jumped on it. I took it for a unit. That's my play. Let's start early for everybody tomorrow. Anything else you want to let the people know before we get out of here? We got a couple more minutes, Teddy. So, you know, if you got anything else you want to let them know about or any place to look for, feel free to shout it out.
Yeah, man. If the Dallas can definitely get Jimmy Butler, I'd definitely make it, even if it means giving up Dennis Smith. I know Dennis Smith is a younger player, but you already have Doncic over there as your point guard. You pair him up with a veteran. You get him Jimmy Butler, and then you get Harrison Barnes coming back. I mean, that's a nice little team, you know, down there. If that'd be a building block. Obviously, they wouldn't be contenders. I was actually at a Wolves game. I forgot to tell you, Rail, on Friday. I went up to their opener. I was up there for a wedding. I was out of town. Had an amazing time in the Midwest, but I went to their home opener, man. It was crazy. They booed him when he first came into the game, and then he had a huge third and fourth quarter, and they were chanting MVP, man. So it's crazy.
Yeah, that's funny, bro. I was hearing that on the TV too. I'm like, these people don't know what they want to do. They bipolar as hell in the crowd. You know what I mean? They don't know what they want to do. Yeah, that had to be fun. I know you said you're going to a wedding, so I'm happy you had a blast up there and got to go see the game. But you saw the game before your wedding day, or for like that later that night or something like that?
Yeah, so we got there. The wedding was Saturday. We got there Friday, and then we went to the game, and then Saturday, the wedding was so.
No doubt. But that's something like fun. Any game tomorrow? I don't know if you broke this card down at all, or any college game tomorrow that came to you that you saw that you liked.
Yeah, nothing yet, man. I'm gonna have to cut my video short. I gotta get going, man. Go ahead. But hey, well, I'll definitely try to be on tomorrow. I'll let you know, all right, Rail?
Got you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming, Teddy.
Love you, Rail, bro. Peace.
Love you too, bro. Go on. Well, everybody, it's me and you. Let's end this show right. Before we get up out of here, let's jot down what we have. No play on the Kings Nuggets for me as of yet. I lean under the 228 in that game. Oh, I did take the first quarter under 59. That was the play that I took in the Nuggets Kings game. I don't think it's going to be that many points. Like I said, two different paces. Nuggets play a slower pace. Kings are at second in pace. They want to slow the game down. I'll send out a tweet. I'll play this. I'll figure something out. I'll try to do something for us and hook us up, get us some money some way, somehow. Before I get off of here, though, I want to give a shout out to my son. Today he turns 14, my middle child. So happy birthday to you, Davion, and happy birthday to my little sister, whose birthday is tomorrow. I love you, Asia. Love you and Davion. So happy birthday to you guys. Let's get this money. I'm about to hop on Twitter. Let's play this. Let's get some change. Let's play this Pistons 76ers game before I go off and get some paper. Thank you, everybody who tuned in and joined me. KG, Jesse, Green Life, Smoking from Brazil, Ron. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your man, King Real. Shout out to my guy, Teddy B. You can look him up, find him on Twitter, too, at numero uno, Teddy B #1, or numero uno something. Just find him. You'll see Teddy B. You get them gold bricks. Love everybody, and thank you for tuning in and making this another great episode of King's Court. Until tomorrow, get this cash. SBR Sports Picks. King's Court, we gone. Deuces.